Good morning, Facebook family and friends. It's Wisdom Wednesday, and my name is Debbie.
And I'm Norm, and it's afternoon already.
It is. You know what? It gets really, really busy here on the farm in the spring. Dad, he's got all of his sprinklers set up, and I don't know, you've got what? How many acres of hay fields do you have here, Dad?
50 acres.
50 acres of hay fields that my dad irrigates, and he obviously farms it and sells the bales of hay. So it's always a busy time with spring, getting everything ready. When do you figure you'll do the first cut of hay?
First part of June.
So approximately the first part of June. Cool. So the other day, Dad came into the house and he was rooting through his pockets, and he showed me, you were out again with your sprinklers. Do you have any more in your treasures in your pockets?
How many do you want?
I don't know, just let's see what you had.
There's one.
So, got some lint. So what it is with the sprinklers, Dad's always out here irrigating. He's moving his sprinklers. He's getting things moving around.
Two. I got one more.
So anyways, what he has to do is every once in a while, the sprinklers get clogged. And what it is that, it's just these little pebbles. These little pebbles, they get caught in the sprinkler and they clog it. So that's kind of like life. We let one little thing happen, it bothers us, and we let it sit there, and life still flows by. Then the next thing comes along and there's another little pebble. So that little pebble, it takes up a little more space. You know what? At some point, we're going to get a collection of these pebbles and nothing's going to flow. Nothing's going to move right. Everything's going to seem out of whack. You're not going to be able to do anything. So when these little pebbles, whether it's in your sprinkler, in your shoe, in your life, we need to get rid of these pebbles, these things that bother us, these things that get us in the way. So we're getting rid of the pebbles.
That's good.
Right?
Yes.
And when we get rid of those, it makes it easier to move on.
Make room for another one.
Well, and that's just it. When you remove a pebble, something else is going to come along. And as long as we're conscious and aware, but we just don't want those little pebbles to build up, because when those little pebbles build up, they cause pressure. Okay, so there's back pressure as well. So as that pressure builds up, your tension, your stress, everything is going to build up. And then all of a sudden, somebody's going to come along, and that tiny little grain of sand, even though it seems something so small, all of a sudden you're going to explode because it just couldn't take anymore. So let's get rid of these little pieces of irritations, these rocks, these pebbles, these little pieces of sand. Don't let them linger in our lives. So you had a little story to tell.
Yeah, I had a brother, Larry. He was 82 this year. He's passed
Day before my birthday.
And his birthday was the day before.
Yeah.
He passed away last year. So this story isn't about him, but Larry had a farm and he had a barn, and his wife, Susan, they lived there on the farm. And the barn burnt down, and Susan went to the insurance company and she said, I want $50,000. What for? Well, the barn burned down. Hold it, lady, he said. It doesn't work like that. We have to send in an adjuster, appraiser, and he's going to decide what the value of it is. And she was quite upset about it. And she paused for a minute, and then she said, oh, you better cancel that life insurance policy on Larry right now.
That's a good one, Dad. So what's the moral of that story?
Don't lie.
Know your value as well.
And don't trust Susan. I want to add one thing. Okay. I was talking to Dwayne this morning. John Deere Dwayne.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm not wearing any John Deere
And he said
swag.
he really likes looking at the videos. And he said he didn't look at the one last week. And there wasn't one last week. We were both busy. Debbie was out of town and I was busy, and I waited for her call and she never came back in time. Whatever. So Dwayne says he really misses it, and I said he looks forward to it and he watches it every week. So hi, Dwayne.
Hi, Dwayne. I'm looking for something maybe green or pink that goes with a farm. Hint, hint.
Okay, and I think that's enough.
Okay, well, Dad's putting me to work this afternoon. He needs to go to town to get his hearing aids paired up to his cell phone. And so I am on, quote, fire watch at the other farm where my parents live, just half a click down the road or half a mile down the road. And so I'm going to sit there and watch the fire while they go to town, because we've only got till April 30th to finish any spring burning here in the Okanagan.
And this might be the last day, because
Yes.
every day you have to check and see if you can burn that day. And luckily enough, we could do it today.
Yeah, so that's all we got for today, folks. So keep those pebbles out of your shoe, out of your sprinklers. Just keep with the flow
And keep smiling.
and keep smiling. We'll see
Bye.
you next week. Take care. Bye.